Welcome everybody, my name is Mr. Llama, this is Winning with Ease, and today we are going to take a look at the 7 Roach Rush, sort of, off of the 2 base. Basically, it is when you're a Terran player and you're going for those hellions, and all of a sudden you poke out and there are roaches right at your ramp, and it's just like, oh, what do I deal with? I only have hellions, a couple marines, and it puts you in a strange position. So really quickly, we're going to do a new subscriber shout out, and I'm going to have to split it up because of all the lovely people on Reddit who did subscribe to my videos, so it kind of gave an overflow, so I'm just going to run through like 20 or something right now, and then we'll go back into it. So Steppy144, OMFG, Gabriel, Pan Macaron, GG Nub 100, Belgrad, The Rip, Ambicalex, Asphaloth1, Bakal123, Brandon Mucciaroni, RC Gabriel, Sam130, Romperate, Avenger 2124 1, Slayer of Madness, Z Freak, William Smith White, Peach55. So we'll go ahead and stop right there and continue on with what I am doing in the game. So, as I was saying, it is going to be defending against that Roach Rush, and I'm actually going to be opening up with banshees. So a lot of times, if you are opening up instead with 2 additional racks behind it, you can simply just pump out some marines and marauders to get rid of the roaches. But I am going to go ahead and go for a banshee opening beyond it, just because I like to change it up a little bit, have some fun, you know, do all that crazy stuff. So it was requested. I do believe the whole thing was requested, though, for banshees. I can't remember. I know it was requested at least for reactor hellions, and then there was another person who was requesting banshees. So I'm kind of combining the requests together, and I'm going to go reactor hellion into banshee off of this 1 racks expand right here. So nothing too crazy going on at this moment here. Just going to be finishing up my racks. Just doing a 1x expand, and for those of you who do not know the 1x expand, you get the 1 marine right here. I send this guy to scout, and then I will be sending my dude out at 17 to, after I make my orbital, to go make my command center. So note that I am not building a second marine here. Instead I'm going to opt to get the command center, and so I'm going to have a little delay where that's not building because I want to get this command center first. Then I'm going to get another SCV, and then I'll get my gases, and then you can get a second marine and SCV. So a lot of people will just keep going with these, and then they get kind of confused. Oh, right, sorry, you have to take the supply depot first. So you get supply depot, then you get your SCV and your mule, then you get double gas. So I scout with this SCV, and what I really want to scout for is he going to get a gas here? And what exactly is going on. So I just see he has the spawning pool right now. I don't see gas. There it is. Okay, so he does have a geyser that he's mining from right now. So that right there is already a big tell, because it means he's not doing a 6 queen opener, right? He's getting gas, so he's going to be able to have speed out. There's going to be something. So now I kind of want to go watch and see if he's going to get speed, or see if he's going to get a third, excuse me, and then later I can see if he's going to be getting speed, or if he's going to be getting roaches, or what exactly is going to be happening here. So basically I'm just going to keep this dude chilling out over here, so then I can bring him back in to scout a little bit later. And you can also hide him in a better place if you want. You can like hide him right up here or something, hide him wherever you want, or like down back there, anywhere really. So yeah, so now I'm dropping this bunker down here on the low ground. The reason I'm building it right here is because this allows protection of my mineral line. I believe it will protect the whole mineral line, except probably like right in that nook. And so I can have protection right there, plus I can supply depot in front of it to make it difficult for units to get to the bunker in case he does go for some sort of mass ling style right there. So I'm going to go ahead and load that up, and so he's going to send a couple lings in to scout. Really not going to be able to do too much, and there I'll go ahead and start walling off my bunker. Meantime, I'm continuing to just mine my gas. I'm getting up my factory right here, going to be continuing to mine out here, and then I will be switching these over, and of course getting my starport down as soon as that finishes. What I want to note, still do not see a third at this time. So right now I'm kind of like, okay, you know, he's not taking a crazy fast third, but he is at 47 supply, so, you know, his third should be coming down sometime. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my starport, and oh, I actually, right, so don't do that. Land it where you aren't going to have to cancel the tech lab. Maybe I didn't even have to cancel it there. It made it look like I did. Oh well. Yeah, so don't do that. But yeah, so now I'm going to check here, and it's 6:30, so I'm going to look and I'm going to say, wait a second, I don't see a third by 6:30, something's up possibly. And oh hey, I see roaches as I'm pushing out. So my SCV sees the roaches right there, and then I can continue in and see, is there maybe going to be a baneling nest with this? What exactly is going to go on? So I don't see anything that would really indicate that. I didn't see any other gas down there. And he's just mining from 2, I believe, from this. So it just looks like it's going to be roaches right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get up my Banshee as well, and I'm going to start this bunker up on the high ground right here. And so this bunker up here is just kind of a safety net in case for some reason he tries to push past this. This is falls, whatever it is, you know, things happen. Then I want to have this safety net right here. So I have my hellions still in production. I have a Banshee now that I'm trying to basically rush out. I'm also getting cloak on the Banshee. And I've pulled my SCVs over here simply because I want to keep them in a position to repair this bunker. And I am glad to have this command center take tank damage right there. That does not bother me at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and move that over, and now I'm in a position where I can just chill, wait for a little bit, and then get my Banshee out. And that right there is pretty much going to say, okay, you know what, it's time for him to leave. He will be able to get a few of these SCVs, unfortunately, because they were repairing the command center. So that was a little bit sloppy play on my part, but now I'm in a fine position. I can re-land everything. I can send out my hellions here fairly shortly, and basically that's just a very, very, very easy way to hold. Had he tried to push up here, I could have got a Marauder in there and pulled some units up in there. I mean, there was this little slot right here. Don't leave that, I can say, but still the Banshee would have been out in time, so that I could have just kind of like run around with my SCVs for a little bit and pulled them over to my natural and then been fine. So now I can go over here, I can be annoying with my hellions and start harassing as third. I have my Banshee, so I have complete map control at this time. As you can see, it is a decently even game here, and I did lose a couple of resources right there, but in the end, he actually lost more than I did, so I am in a great position, as you can see by the supply count right there. The income count fairly close, 37 to 40 right there, and now I can still be doing damage with these Banshees, just being as annoying as possible, plus I do have Cloak in the event that I wish to use that. So that's basically going to be it for that hold right there. The game just kind of goes on for a decent amount of time, actually. Beyond this, goes into third bases, everything like that. So I'm going to be throwing down some barracks, throwing down my engineering bay. I got that +1 going. I have my stim going. And so now I'm just kind of moving into the next stage of the game right here. And I will be throwing down a third, I believe, fairly shortly, because he does have his third established here. So that's yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it right there, because there's really not too much more to see. Like I said, the game goes on for a while. It is a long TvZ. I think it's like 5 base versus 4 base in the end, something like that. And there we go. So I will be taking my third now, and I am in a fine position. Actually, I'd probably say I'm close to ahead. It's close. It's a fairly close one. Don't get supply blocked. But yeah, so it's a close game, but I'm definitely not behind from that 7 Roach rush. Very easy defense, and he really wouldn't have been able to do too much right there. Had he tried to push right there, I would have been able to deal with him. Had he tried to push up, my Banshee would have popped out. I could have put that Marauder in the bunker, and then he could have, you know, eventually worked his way around and maybe done a tiny bit of damage, but it really wouldn't have been too much. So that's going to be it. My name is Mr. Llama. I hope you guys learned something from this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.